Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mystic Hawk YouTube channel. This reading is going to be for May 2019. It will be a general reading and I'll get to it in just a moment. I want to make a quick announcement for everybody. I'm just going to do this once. I won't be doing the Mystic Insights live for a while coming up. I know there's those of you that will be very disappointed. You talk to me every week in the chats. I love that. I love communicating with you. I do have something special for those of you that have joined me each and every week. Please email me. I've got something that I want to try behind the scenes with just a handful of people first, and if any of you that have joined me in the chats would like to do that, I will put you first on the list to be a part of that prototype situation. I will announce it to the public just as soon as we get any bugs worked out to see if it actually works to begin with. So I just wanted to put that out there. I won't be doing the lives for a while. I will be bringing you Mystic Insights, some recordings and stuff, anything going on with the Schumann resonance, if I feel any major astrological things come up, yes, I will be putting those out. I'm not totally going away. I'm not going to do that at all. We're just doing a little restructuring. But again, those of you that have been in the chats each and every week, do email me. I've got something really cool. You don't want to miss it. All right. I want to thank all of you for just being here with me. My regular subscribers. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank those of you that have bought personal readings from me, given donations to my channel, the love donations. They do absolutely help. I really am grateful and appreciative to that. So I do appreciate you. And again, those of you who've been in chat, y'all need to email me. If you'd like a personal reading, the information is down below. I'd be happy to do a personal reading for you. There you go. That's my announcement. That's it. Hey, that's short and sweet. So without further ado, we'll get on to your reading. All right. See you soon. Hello, everybody. Welcome all my Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now, it's on to your reading for May 2019. This is a general reading and may or may not resonate with everyone. I do suggest you also watch your Moon and Rising signs to get a bigger picture. And of course, as always, I have personal readings available. Just check out the description down below. Click on the link to my website. It'll take you directly to all my readings. So, okay, Cancer, I was doing a little pre-shuffling during the intro. See what's going on here with Cancer. So just about done shuffling. Won't have to listen to that too often. It's ready to go, they say. And so let's get on with Cancer for the month of May 2019. Again, this is a general reading. All right. Now, Cancer, the first card we start off with is the shadow side. This would be akin to the Devil card, possibly dealing with a Capricorn here. And as you see in there, you have these people, they're holding their heads, and there's this guy, he's sitting on the corner, and they're trapped. He's got them pinned, got them afraid. See, they're very much in fear, and he's being very controlling. And it seems like there's this crystal, this beam of light. It's kind of hard to see through that, but you know, they're hiding from the light, the little shadow parts of us. So there may be shadow parts of yourself coming up in the month of May to be dealt with, to be cleansed. We all have them. It's no shame in it. That's part of being on the walk of life here on earth, is that we have that duality of light and shadow, and all of us have that. Very few are all 100% light beings. If you get to that point, you won't be seen in the third or the fourth dimension. I assure you, you would resonate and vibrate too high. Of course, the Devil also talks about facing the addictions, facing toxic relationships in our situations, and fears. Very much deals with the things that we fear, the things that we are in pain around that we don't want to face, okay? So this would be issues that you don't want to face, anything to deal with your shadow side. The next card is the Five of Cups. You know, I've seen this. This is the third reading. I've only done 3 readings, every single reading. So this is going to be a theme, excuse me, for the month of May. And I do see a lot of people feeling a little down in the dumps, a little bluesy, a little depression going on. You know, from what I understand, I think it's Pluto and Capricorn that are hitting the south node. The south node is our shadow side. That is what we're letting go of. And the nodes are in Capricorn and Cancer. So yes, Cancer, that's really affecting you right now. And it will be through the month of May. And the Five of Cups is grieving and that sense of deep emotional loss. Perhaps someone has passed away, perhaps a relationship failed, or for whatever reason there's some depression going on. But look, there's 2 cups still full. That is what you need to focus on. So this card is talking about accentuating the positive to eliminate the negative. You know, don't focus on what is lost, because as we focus on what is lost, we create more of that feeling of loss. It doesn't go away by focusing on it. Of course, the shadow side does say it doesn't go away by ignoring it either. Yes, process the feelings, feel through it, but once the processing is over, don't go back and dig it back up and bring it out to look at it again. So definitely feelings of some depression, feeling let down. There's a lot of shadow side influences going on. Again, some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, and in this situation there's some grief, there's some loss, and this also talks about unfounded disappointment that we can have in our loved ones. It's like we play something over and over in our minds to the point where we make mountains out of molehills, basically, is what it's saying. So don't make a mountain out of a molehill, Cancer. Try not to let the shadow side replay all those old toxic stories. So that is a possibility. Let's see what the other card has to say. We have the reverse 7 of Cups. Well, that's pretty good to see that in reverse, because when I see the reverse 7 of Cups, what my message is to me from the guides is there's going to be a lot more clarity, emotional clarity come along. You have sorted through all of these choices, all these decisions, perhaps picked one. It may or may not be the right one. I think some of you may be really worrying, did I make the right choice? That type of situation, because there was so much confusion going on, I would say, especially during Pisces season, and then with Mercury being in Pisces, Venus was in Pisces for a while. It was just really heavy water energy. I know you guys can handle that, but again, it made for a lot of emotional confusion. Coming out of the past, we have the reverse 9 of Pentacles. That's usually somebody that's feeling pretty, you know, when it's upright, it's somebody's feeling pretty good about their money, pretty good about their savings. So perhaps this situation, that's financial independence, you know, and feeling wealthy, feeling like you can take care of yourself. Very independent card. When it's reversed, this money problems, money issues, perhaps there was bad investment in the past, very much a regret over that. I definitely still see this, some of the shadow side issues and all these emotions that are going on does have to do with some kind of financial issues. We have the next card is the Moon. So the Moon is up here and the Lady Moon is coming, and she is talking about deception. She is talking about secrets. They could be secrets and deception from another person, or something that you've been deceiving yourself about, something you haven't wanted to see. And what happens when we deceive ourselves? That's when the shadow comes up, because these are all the things that we try to put under the rugs, all the things we try to hide, the things that we don't want to face. Of course, the Moon, that would be your ruling planet as well. A lot of people say this could be Pisces, but I actually see it as a Cancer card, because Cancers are very excellent at unveiling deception as well. See if there's anything else. There's a warning that I'm feeling with the Moon card is definitely you need to face that shadow side, face some issues that have been troubling you. For some of you, they may be financial issues. So they may be real or imagined financial issues, but definitely need to look at the books and face that situation. Perhaps there's someone in your life, maybe a Capricorn. That's a possibility that this person hasn't been telling you everything. They're a little deceptive. There's some deceptive energy. Also, really need to look into this before this situation of the shadow side escalates. Of course, the shadow side comes out mostly in the moon, especially with the full moon. I'm hearing for you Cancers, when the full moon comes up in, what's that? I think it might be May 15th. About that time. 18th? 18th. Okay. Let me look at my calendar here. Yeah, the 18th. Alright. So it'll be the 18th of May during the full moon. So I would say especially watch, be careful during that time. Be careful if there's any accidents. Be careful of any deception around work or home or those kind of situations. So you don't want to get caught off guard. I'm not saying anything is going to happen to come at you out of the blue, but it's better to be somewhat prepared than totally, you know, have your feet knocked out from under you. The next card is the Page of Pentacles. This could be a younger person in your life. This would be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth sign child, or it would be a message about money situations. I do see it being upright as good news, or at least some positive news in some kind of direction. At least not really bad news, you know what I'm saying? So you may have some good news that helps you to counterbalance some of these fears that you're going through. And speaking of fears in your hopes and fears position, we have the Strength card, and that is taming that inner beast. Being able to have the strength to see the situation through. So maybe you're fearing that you won't be strong enough to face or handle whatever situation is coming up. You could possibly also be dealing with a Leo around you, so that's a possibility. Some of you might be dealing with Leo or Capricorn, or an Earth sign. In your environment, we have the reversed Emperor. So, okay, what it's telling me for a lot of you Cancers out there, definitely dealing with issues with the boss, or with, if it's not a boss, it would be a father or a husband. Definitely it's a male. Emperors are always the male, but or possibly an Aries. And he's in reversed, and when he's in reverse, he's really in tyrant mode. That's what I call it, absolute tyrant mode. He's very difficult to deal with. He might be under a lot of pressure if it's a workplace situation, and that pressure is definitely not just trickling down, it's coming down at a full torrent, really racing down the hill as everything goes that way, right? And you might be right in the middle of it. So you may feel like, I don't have the strength to deal with this Emperor. Could be that the Emperor reversed is you feeling like you don't have what it takes to master the situation, to manage and rule. You might have gotten a promotion, and even though that should be a happy thing, your promotion to be this new boss, sometimes that triggers some of us to go, oh gosh, do I have what it takes to do this job, to do this situation, the shadow side, the fears. But I think for most of you, it's just dealing with a boss that's a real pain in the rump, so to speak, or a father figure. It's really overbearing. Could even be dealing, when I'm seeing the shadow side, the moon and all that, possibly a narcissistic type of personality. It's possible it could be a female, but if it is, she's very, very business, very masculine energy. So just be careful of that coming up in the month of May. Now remember, Cancer, this is your 12th house month. You're not going to have the energy. You may feel like, I used to be like the Emperor. Now I don't have any energy. I'm really tired. That happens in the sign. We're in Taurus right now. But by the end of May, we're going to be going into Gemini. So throughout the Gemini season, so yeah, you're in the 11th house. That would be the people that you know, your fame, how you're seen, your reputation in the world, people that can come and help you with your work kind of situation. That's being challenged a little bit. And then as we move into Gemini season, you'll start to feel a little lethargic through the month of June. By the end of June into July, you'll feel yourself again. But we have a little sweet card here that's covering you. It's the Six of Cups. So you may run into an old friend from school. Maybe someone that used to hang out with. Someone from a past life. Someone that really resonates. If not, you're really longing for that type of friendship. Once again, just to be able to make that connection. Or a work situation. Well, I had this really good friend at work, but they quit or got fired or they moved away, and now I'm having to deal with this awful reversed emperor boss or whatever the situation. But this says dreams and their offerings are now coming due, but some emotional adjustments must be made. And from what I'm seeing is the emotional adjustments that need to be made, Cancer, are all around facing and overcoming your fears. Absolutely. I really see that this is going to be a real testing month to get past financial fears or any kind of emotional fears due to relating with other people and your finances. Of course, this is Taurus season. Love and money is what Venus rules. So that's some of the stuff that's being brought up. I know a lot of you Cancers that you really wish that you could just run off. I do feel like I just want to run away from it all. Just pack my bags and disappear. I feel that energy coming from you guys, but you're not able to leave. And one of the things it's saying, until you're clear, until you get past your fears, this is not a time to go take giant leaps off of cliffs. This is not a time to take risks because you were ruled by fear instead of by love, or you were leaving because you were running from something instead of running to something. This can actually cause you to make a bad decision and miss that new beginning. This is a reversed Ace of Wands, and the reversed Ace of Wands is talking about the new job, the new creative beginnings, everything, going in your direction. It's also a new relationship, passion. I just feel the timing is off. Things are out of sync. But ultimately, the sunshine comes. We got the Sun card, and this is like the second or third time the Sun is ended up in this position. Again, very much possibly be dealing with a Leo. The Sun is all good things. That's childlike happiness. So definitely, I don't know if it's a family member or a friend from the past may come back around, and that puts you back in the happy vibes, happy mood, all good things. So interestingly enough, you're not going to have a total crap month, okay? And I hate giving readings that are like, but it's like you have to really pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Really reach down and find that inner strength to face those fears. And once you do, the clouds go away, that horrible fear monster goes away, and you'll be standing in the sun again. I don't think it's a time to make a major move because there's still this processing, this emotional processing, having to face some of the financial issues that are blocking you from this new beginning, this new creative, fiery, and possible sexual beginning. And for some of you, getting involved in a new relationship, definitely that's what that represents. But if you're dealing with an Aries especially, they are not seeing eye to eye with you this month. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, that might be some opposition as well. Looks like you're dealing best with the Leos this month. I do see some opportunity to get out and enjoy some time with friends. I'm going to put that over here by the Sun card, because that is definitely, you need a little joy, you need a little happiness. Find one of your old friends, go out and have a good time. Get away from the constant working. I know you're working very hard on some project, working very hard to learn something or to improve your skills at work, perhaps continue with education, something like that. But all work and no play. It makes Cancer very, very sad. Gets them in the shadow side. Puts that, gets them in the moon energy as opposed to the sun. I do see that right now. This is the masculine and feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, that needs to be balanced within yourself, Cancer. We do see the reversed Death card here. And that's pretty easy. Reverse Death card, that's resisting change. That's resisting an inevitable change. Nothing you can do to stop it. We're all going to end up, whether you're prince, pauper, young, old, you know, relatively healthy or sick. I mean, you could be a very healthy person, get run over by a car. We all get to exit this existence. So just keep that in mind. But with the death card here, it's just don't resist. You know, when you know something ain't working, there's no point in staying in the sadness, staying in the confusion, staying in the shadow side. Could be some of you breaking up in a relationship, possible problems at a job, whatever the situation is. It's time to let that go and let the new beginnings happen. So, let's see what the bottom card is. Cancer, and the bottom card is the Magician. So we have a Magician card here. It says absolutely you can take your strength and your willpower. You can flip that emperor over. You being the emperor in this situation, just need to get a little confidence. Build up your confidence. You know, once you tame that lion, that makes you feel pretty good. I said I could manifest anything if I could sit beside a lion and not get eaten, right? And whatever I was fearing, the shadow side, I was fearing this death, I was fearing this major change. But what happened when you let go of it by the end of the month or whatever at some point in this month? Woo! The sunshine comes. Here comes the sun. The Magician comes back out. You start learning a new skill, learning a new talent, skill, and ability over there with that Eight of Pentacles, the Apprentice card, the card of the apprentice. And it's, you know, slowly learning something new, not making a whole lot of money, but you could absolutely take off with that as the Magician. So I do believe dreams and their offerings are coming due, but you must make a few emotional adjustments. Once you face those fears, make those emotional adjustments, accept that something is ending. Accept that something is ending, and you find a way to be okay with it inside. That's when the sun is going to come out and start shining for you. Okay, Cancer? So hang in there. I know that May is going to challenge us all. I do feel that. And I don't know if there's any month that is coming anytime within the rest of our lifetimes. It isn't going to be some kind of challenge. We are definitely in interesting times now, people. So who knows? Who knows where it's going to come from? It's just roll with it, baby. That's what we just got to do. We just got to learn, roll with it, and stay in the moment. And if you're staying in the moment, you're not being pestered by this shadow side. You are in the sun. All right, Cancer? There you go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really do appreciate all of you. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, it's in the link is in the description down below. Take you right straight to the page where I have my readings. And there you go. Make the best of it this month. Prove it wrong, Cancer. Really, face those fears. Get into the sunshine. Have a wonderful month. I know you can do it. All right. Bye bye now. And again, have a good month.